Hi, I'm Al Davis from CurbThoseCravings.com, dedicated to your healthy, long-term weight loss through whole foods, plant-based eating. This is part of the Cooking 101 series, and today we're going to be talking about how to saute without oil, onions, and garlic. And the same principle can be applied to hot peppers and mushrooms as well, and green peppers too. But we're going to talk about onions and garlic today. I am going to assume that you have everything cut up like this. The subject of how you cut up garlic, how to cut up onions and garlic is part of another video. So look for that if you have any questions on that there. So when I first started eating this way, in other words, without any added oils, I asked myself, how in the world can you saute without oil? Because sauteing, it implies oil. Well, the fact of the matter is sauteing in oil. What we're doing is a way of cooking which looks like sauteing, but which doesn't add any oil and which doesn't add any extra fat. Now you may want to ask, why not use olive oil? Isn't that a healthy oil? Well, the olive oil industry has been promoting it as something that's very healthy. It's very good for you. The reality is somewhat different, and that's going to be the subject of another video. But let's say for the moment you decided, for only the reason of losing weight, to get rid of the oil. So let's see how the numbers look on this. 1 tablespoon of olive oil is 120 calories. All right, a tablespoon seems like a fairly large amount of olive oil until you put it in a spoon and put it into your pan. It's actually not very much. If you're anything like I am, or used to be, I would just pour it in until it looked like enough, and then I just start cooking, which is the way most people do. You'd be amazed at how much oil you really use. Let's think about this for a minute, though. Let's say we added an extra 120 calories per day to what we eat to cook in. All right, 120 calories over the course of a year is, let me do this real quick. I'm looking at the board actually. Is 43,800 calories. Now that divides out, if you divide that by 3,500 calories, which is the number of calories it's generally considered takes to put on a pound, that's 12.5 pounds a year you're going to be putting on just by adding 1 extra tablespoon of oil to your cooking. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't know too many people that can afford an extra 12.5 pounds a year. And if you figure that out over the course of 10 years, that's over 125 pounds you will put on just by that 1 tablespoon of oil. Everything counts. So let's talk about how do you saute without oil. Well, I did a lot of experimenting. I first heard about this and I tried it, and I used a non-stick pan like this, which is what was recommended. What happened is I wound up with a lot of cooked onions that didn't brown. And they told me how to do it, and I followed the directions assiduously, and it just didn't work. So I tried a slow cooker, and I figured, well, if I leave them in there for 24 hours or some long period of time, they will cook and become caramelized. Well, after getting the house totally laden with the smell of onions, which took me several days to get rid of, all I had was onion juice at the bottom and no caramelization. The thing that finally did it is I did spot a video on YouTube that explained the process, and a process that actually gave some color. And that's using a cast iron pan. This is a 12-inch. You can use a 10-inch or a smaller if you want. I like the 12-inch because I can put more stuff in it. Now you may be saying, Al, I don't have a 12-inch cast iron skillet. I don't want to spend 25 or 30 bucks. These things go begging at yard sales, anywhere from $1 to $5, and just clean them up. There's directions online. Look up a YouTube video how to clean up a cast iron skillet, and you'll be good to go. You'll save a lot of money. Your kids can inherit this thing. These things last forever. So let's take a look now on how to saute onions and garlic without oil.